Hi guys, it's me, the Dweeb. I am glad to be podcasting this week. I feel like it wasn't long ago that I was podcasting, so don't have a lot to update you on, really. Um, this week we're going to talk about the regular stuff. I'm going to talk about Orange County, and I'm going to talk about Dallas. One thing I do want to get off my chest is, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am a merchandise coordinator, my job that actually pays me. And I travel around and make stuff pretty for different brands. So yeah, super fun. And I was working today at a store for a brand, and I was just really annoyed for a second because I was trying to make all this stuff look really good. And when something looks good, people want to gravitate towards it, which is good. I'm glad that my work is making people gravitate towards it. But I just want to say, a little PSA. If you're out shopping and you see that someone is working on something, and they're still there and they're still presently working on it, don't go fuck it up. Okay, maybe go look at it or whatever. But this lady was I was just I need a rope or something to rope it off. And this is just a silly complaint that came into my life today, and I just wanted to get off my chest. Yeah, and then in the same note too, stores, if you keep your merchandise looking good, it's gonna sell faster. So that's just a little thing. Whatever. Done with that. On to the real shit that we're here to talk about. Okay, let's start with Real Housewives of Orange County. It started off with Gina and her, legal trouble that she's in with everything that's happened. She got a DUI, and then she missed her court date, which is not good. But it wasn't really her fault that she missed her court date. But nonetheless, she missed it, and that's all the courts cared about. Anyways, so thank God for Shannon, right? Shannon's lawyer is basically like Jesus, and pretty much got her completely out of trouble for not showing up for her court date. But I mean, completely out of trouble for that, but she's still in trouble for everything else. And yeah, they were gonna arrest her. They were ready to go out and arrest her, and that lawyer got it to not happen, which is good. I can't even imagine. Yeah, and then next scene, we're on to Kelly. Kelly is selling water, and that sentence alone just makes me laugh so much, but it's not actually, well, it is actually what's happening. But so she invested over $1 million in Positive H2O, which is a new brand of water, I guess. I think it's a sparkling water. I don't really know. Yeah, she's realizing that the money from her divorce will keep her going for a while, but not forever. So she's going to have to start working. And this is what she has decided to do with her time. I hope it works out. I mean, over $1 million. Ugh, it's a lot of money to put in something that you don't know if it's going to work out or not. Ugh. This is also the episode where we go to Vegas. I did not realize that Emily didn't invite all the girls to Vegas. I thought that she did. She didn't invite Tamra, she didn't invite Vicky, and she didn't invite Shannon. So the girls that she did invite were Gina, Kelly, and the newer housewife, Bronwyn. Gina obviously didn't go because she's having legal troubles, and Vegas is not the best place for her to be right now. I also think that she's being a little bit of a mean girl, saying that Gina should not have gone to Vegas. It was bad timing. It's that Emily shouldn't have gone to Vegas because it's bad timing. I get that it's bad timing for Gina, but Emily can't move her wedding anniversary because you have law issues going on right now. And also this was, again, for her anniversary. Her husband's an asshole and didn't even want to go. And so she ended up taking friends. You can't be mad at her for continuing to live her life. It really, really irritates me, actually, the whole Gina and Emily situation. I'm definitely on Emily's side. I think Gina is being a bitch, for lack of a better word. Let's see. The in-laws came to Vegas, which is not comfortable. I guess I could understand maybe the mom, Shane's mom coming because like she seems like this like young, kind of like knows what's relevant lady, but his dad coming, that's awkward because Emily is going to be like the show that Emily is doing is basically like a striptease show. Now, Emily's not stripping, but she is in like this like lace outfit where you can like see her thong and like see her bra and all that stuff. She looked amazing. I wouldn't want my father-in-law to see me like that, but that's fine. So yeah, the parents were in the audience for that, but Shane wasn't, which is just again mind blowing, if you ask me. Then oh wait, no, I'm not done. Emily, the dance was rough. It was her nerves definitely got the best of her. She had like a lot of missteps. They cut to other people, Bravo being shady. They cut to other people in the audience who just happened to be in Vegas watching the show, and they were like giving her like really weird looks because she was like messing up a lot. Like she looked like she got up there and she didn't know what she was doing. And then she goes down and Bronwyn and Kelly are like, you did good. And Emily's like, no, I messed up. And Bronwyn's like, yeah, you did. It's like, okay, thanks. But I think Bronwyn meant well with that. She was just like, you did, but move on. But it came out like, yeah, you did. Their VIP suite was like to die for. It's like a house. It was amazing. It was amazing. I would have major vacation depression if I went there, had that room, and had to leave. Vacation depression is a real thing. I'm already depressed about coming back to Tennessee in the future. So like I'm going on vacation in November, and I'm already sad about coming back. So vacation depression is real. Let's see. Bronwyn is living her best life. She has 7 kids at home. None of them are with her. She is like making the like bellboy take her picture on the piano. She's living her best life. She's having a great time, and I'm loving it. I really like Bronwyn. I think she's a really, really good addition to the show. I've said that like 30,000 freaking times, but you know, I mean it. Let's see. Kelly doesn't go on the trip at first. She doesn't go with them. That's an important thing to point out. She meets up with them later, and on the way to the room, she meets up with Barry Manilow. That's it. No Barry Manilow song, nothing. Just one good picture with Barry Manilow from Kelly. So Kelly's here now. I kind of jumped all over the place with that. We're like before the show right now. Okay, all of the things I just said, and then cut to the things I said before with the show. Rolling with it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, her performance didn't go well. I was really sad for her because like her performance didn't go well. Her husband's not there. She was so nervous. It was just like a sad sandwich. It was a sad sandwich for Emily. And yeah, I was sad for her, for real. And then the next day, Shane comes. So he's coming after the dance. He's coming after the whole reason we're in Vegas to begin with. And he comes with some shit Kroger flowers. Like, no, you need to come. First of all, come with me to the dance and enjoy our anniversary trip in this amazing suite. Can't even. And yeah, also buy me jewelry. So, because you fucked up. Everyone's shocked. I was shocked. Emily's shocked. Kelly's shocked. Bronwyn's shocked. Everyone was shocked. But everyone was really happy for her. But still, he was still an asshole. And I've just like come to realize like, and it took me this long and I don't know why. That's just who he is. I don't think that it's Emily that he's just being an asshole to. I think he is an asshole to every single human in the world. I think he could be married to a completely different person and he would be an asshole to her. I think he could be married to a guy and he'd be an asshole to him. He could be single and he'd be an asshole to everybody. Like, he's just an asshole. Like, at the end of the day, he's just an asshole. I think that he came because he either, I don't know, had a moment of having a soul. I just had like a weird fuzz in my eye, so whatever. He either had like a moment where he was like, oh my God, I'm an asshole. Or he got scared of the people on Twitter. I don't know what it was. At the end of the day, it made Emily happy, so I'm happy that he went, but I still hate him. So that's where I'm at. Back in Orange County, again, Gina is being a huge mean girl. She's with Tamara and Tamara's mom, and they're getting some kind of like treatment done. And they're talking shit about Emily. Tamara is stirring the pot like she always does. And she is very rude. She's like, hey, babe, for our anniversary, I gave your dad a boner. And it's like, that's one, not what happened. Two, yeah, it is weird that her, like I said, father-in-law was in the audience with that dance going on. But it's not what happened. So don't be a bitch, Tamara. I know it's super hard for you to do, but to rail it back a little. I'm just super annoyed. Like, I expect that from Tamara. I don't expect that from Gina. And I think Gina, it looks like in the episodes to come, Emily and Gina are definitely going to have a falling out. But I think, next season or maybe even later this season or by reunion time, Gina will be like, I'm sorry, I was a bitch. And you were, and you should be sorry. Yeah. And then now we get 2 trips in 1 episode. Wow. So now we're off to Arizona for the retreat that Shannon wants everyone to go on to. Shannon wants zen and peaceful quietness because Shannon's all about that holistic care. But with Kelly going, that's not going to be possible. Kelly is there and she is not reading the room. Everyone's kind of like, ooh, and Kelly is just kind of Kelly. She's very inappropriate, if you will. I mean, I live for it, but she definitely, I don't know. She's a lot. I loved when they were passing around those bowls with the flowers and they would like throw their things they want to get rid of in one bowl and the things they want in another bowl or something like that. And Kelly's obviously was about this business that she just put $1 million into. And she was like, I want to let go of anger and I want Target. I want Costco. I want Walmart. It was so funny. It was so genuine, so genuinely her. I loved it so much. Like I said, she's insane, but I love her. She did cross the line. Well, I thought. It's very, like, people don't agree, but I thought she crossed the line when she hit Hannah? Who's Hannah? When she hit Shannon over the head with a bowl and a mallet. As someone who gets headaches super easily, and then those headaches easily turn into migraines, if you hit me over the head with a mallet, I don't care if I have a bowl or a helmet protecting me, I'm going to instantly get a headache and you're going to instantly have a problem because I'm going to kill you. So I definitely understood why Shannon was pissed. Of course, Shannon is Shannon and she spirals out of control and then ends up going to the doctor. Tamara didn't make it any better by like mentioning how her ex-husband got hit in the head and then his like spine leaked or something like that. I don't know. Tamara. But yeah, so then they end up going to the emergency room and the way the show ended, I just thought was hilarious with the nurse asking if Shannon wanted to press charges. Clearly, Shannon's not going to press charges, but the fact that that's even a question that got brought up, I guess they had to bring it up because technically it was an assault charge or an assault, but not an assault charge, but whatever. I doubt will follow through with that, but it made me laugh. So yeah, that was kind of the gist on this episodes of the OC. It was okay. It wasn't like sitting on the edge of my seat or anything like that. But yeah. Now moving on to the Real Housewives of Dallas. This week, Deandra made a really big mistake. So as we know, Travis is a businessman that owns a $75 million company. When he got it, I think they said it was at like $6 million, and he grew it over a few years to 75. Crazy. So he is obviously the man to go to if you're trying to grow your business. He probably knows a thing or two about a thing or two. And as we know, Deandra is suffering with her business right now because her mom sucks and gave her a failing business. Um, so yeah, Stephanie asked Travis if he would meet up with Deandra. Travis said that he would. And then Deandra doesn't show up to the meeting. Travis is calling Stephanie at the beginning of the show, and he's like, "Hey, Deandra's supposed to be here at 8. It's now 9:12, and she's not here." And Stephanie was like, "Oh yeah, she's not coming, and basically it's because of her hair." What? So yeah, that really pisses Travis off, and he leaves her a voicemail that was a little harsh, but also I think it was just the kick in the pants that Deandra needed. Deandra knows at the end of the day that she really messed up, and she calls him, and she's like a little puppy with her tail between her legs. She's so like, you can tell like she's like shaky, and like she's like got that like voice where like you're about to cry. And she's sorry, and Travis is a little Jim about it, and he says that they'll figure it out and they'll meet soon. So they're gonna meet, and hopefully that, helps her business. I really liked that Travis was like, "You know what? It's my wife's friend. I'll do her a favor." I mean, if it was anyone else, if it was like a businessman, he would have been like, "Nah, I'm good." But I really liked that because, at the end of the day, Deandra is not just a fellow business person. It is his wife's friend. And he, was like, "Yes, I forgive you. We'll meet up. It's fine." I liked that. The Leanne and wedding dress situation was so cringy. I love Leanne, but it was so awful. Um, so they're sitting there with the wedding dress planner, and first of all, it's like 6 weeks to the wedding, and they don't even have the dress yet, and that like the wedding planner says you usually want at least 6 months if you're gonna like make a wedding dress. Um, so yeah, she's sitting there with the wedding planner, and they're figuring out what the dress is gonna look like. Leanne wants a train, she wants lace, she wants it to be fitted, she wants this, she wants that. And then she asked the wedding planner, or I'm sorry, she asked the wedding dress she asked the wedding dress designer if she or what the price will be. Wow, thoughts are hard. What the price will be of the dress, and the wedding dress designer says at about 10,000, and Leanne's like, can't do that. And she's like, "Okay, well, we could maybe do something with 7,000." And then the wedding planner like jumps in and is like, "Well, you know, people have really just been doing things for her." Those weren't his exact words, but that's basically what he said. And anyways, now the wedding dress designer is going to be making Leanne a dress for free because she was put in an awkward position with cameras in her face. And I think that's awful. I think that's so awful. This lady is a designer who has a little shop, and she designs wedding dresses. She's not like super brand name. And now she's going to be making this dress in 6 weeks for free. And that sucks. I mean, yeah, obviously she's going to get like publicity like here on the show. I mean, she's on a Bravo show making this dress, da, 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 da. So like it'll come back to her, but I still think it's awful. You know, if you don't have that kind of money for that kind of dress, you shouldn't be wearing that kind of dress. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, but also like, can I get that guy to like her wedding planner to like come with me like everywhere I go, like the grocery store, and like he can go talk to like the cashier and be like, "Well, Tabitha does a lot in her day, and I just think she should get these chips for free." I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. Stephanie is addressing her depression again. I really like that Stephanie talks about her mental health issues. I think it's really important. There's probably, well, not probably, is a lot of people out there who definitely it helps to hear someone's story who you think has everything, you know? And Stephanie is one of those girls who, on the surface, looks like she has everything, but on the inside, she deals with a lot of, you know, sadness that she can't control. And I just think that that's really good to show when you have that platform. At the same time, it seems that it's starting to affect Stephanie because hearing people coming out of left and right and into her DMs, they're telling them about her anxiety and their attempts at suicide and da 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 da. And that's on the same spectrum, a lot to take on. Stephanie's not like a therapist. She's not trained to take that kind of stuff on. And that has put her back in like a bad state of mind. So everyone out there, let's stop doing that. And yeah, Stephanie's talking with her life coach. And it's just a really good moment. I really like it. Not a lot to say on it other than that I appreciate moments like that. Not that, I mean, I hate that she deals with that, but it's good to see someone using their platform for good and to help other people. Okay, now we're cutting to Cameron packing for the Mexico trip. Cameron is me when packing. She is going on a weekend trip. As we know, all the girls are going to Mexico for Deandra's birthday, and they're going to stay at Carrie's vacation home. And Cameron packed like 2 huge bags and then a small carry-on. I went to Gatlinburg, which is just like another town basically in Tennessee, and I packed 3 suitcases, a suitcase and 2 bags because I didn't know what I was going to want to wear. I'm a very bad overpacker. I will say when I recently went to Virginia, I did not overpack. I did a really good job and I was really proud of myself. So maybe I'm growing up. I don't know. They're off to Mexico. Brandy and Stephanie's shirts are so cringe town. They are the reasons, not Stephanie and Brandy, but those shirts are the reasons why white girls get a bad rep. Stephanie's said something mamacita on it. I don't know. And maybe margarita mamacita. I don't remember what it said. And then Brandy's had like the words chips, guac, tequila, blah, with like boxes next to them that like you could check. Cringe. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a whole big riff that starts the minute they get in Mexico because Carrie wants to like pair rooms up. So wants like 2 in a room because she wants them to bond. And I get that because like Carrie's new and she wants to get to know everybody, but I am on Leanne's side. There are enough bedrooms for everyone to have their own room. I'm grown. I want my own room. Sorry. At the end of the day, I need to decompress, especially on a girls' trip. Girls' trips are so, so, so hard. They just are. And you need your own space at the end of that day. You need your own space. Yeah. Derail. I don't know. I kind of started thinking stuff in my mind that I don't want to say out loud on the podcast. So, scripting. Yeah. So the road trip. Yeah, they're on a road trip now. They get to Mexico and then they're on a road trip to the actual vacation house. That would annoy me. Ugh, I don't mean to be like on Leanne's side about literally everything, but except for the wedding dress drama. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like, why couldn't you have flown? I mean, I guess there's no airport, but that just sucked. And it seemed like they weren't warned about it. It seemed like they didn't know that they were going to get off a plane and then have to make a 2-hour drive to the actual vacation house. So crazy. Leanne was not happy. I probably wouldn't have been happy either. I hate a road trip. The whole bathroom situation was so funny. They had to stop at this like gas station. They're like in a very rural part of Mexico, and it's kind of dirty, and the bathroom is disgusting. And it was just funny to see, especially Cameron. It was very funny to see Cameron getting ready to use that restroom because she's just a princess, and that restroom was not fit for a princess. The house is absolutely amazing. It is what dreams are made of. It's so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. It's huge. It's like Carrie said, your own piece of paradise. Like it's basically a resort that like they own, like with no one else in it. It's just their house. Again, so they have enough room, so everyone should get their own room. Um, let's see. Leanne is starting to complain a lot though. Just every single thing that Carrie says, she's got something to say about it. She's got a zinger to come back to. Yeah, her trying to get out of rooming with Carrie is really sad. So they all like drew names out of a hat and they got who they got, and that was who they were supposed to room with. And Leanne picked Carrie's name. So they're supposed to room together. And Leanne is outright and outspokenly doing everything in her power to not room with Carrie because she wants her own room and she'd rather room with Cameron because Cameron's like her best friend. It was really rude, I thought. And I don't know. I think it really hurt Carrie's feelings. I mean, I don't think Carrie said like it hurt her feelings. So yeah. They're all at dinner now. Cameron is getting to know Carrie by asking her about 1,000 questions, but it turns out to be a good conversation. Cameron does her typical thing where when she asks a question and someone answers it, she's like, oh, yeah, yeah. Like she completely understands and sympathizes with them, but really she's not even got an idea of what they're saying and doesn't really care. Brandy just leaves. She's done. She leaves. I don't think Brandy wants to do this anymore. She leaves and she goes to bed. Bye. Like she's just like, gonna go. I think she was also a little bit drunk and very jet lagged, but she just left. She didn't say bye or anything. She just went to bed. Carrie brings up Leanne not having children, and I think that was very rude because Carrie doesn't really know Leanne yet. Leanne's reason for not wanting to have children is because she had a really bad childhood and she just doesn't want to do that. But like, what if the reason was that she couldn't have children and that she really wanted them? Like, you don't know. You can't just ask someone you barely know why they don't have kids. It's like, that's a really personal subject. So naturally, Leanne gets pissed and spirals a little bit. She starts talking about how she statistically should be dead by now. She's tried to kill herself like 3 times and has failed, and she might kill herself tonight, she says. She's really just like angry and she's spiraling and she's just saying a bunch of stuff that kind of just to make people uncomfortable. I think she wanted to make people uncomfortable. I mean, I also think that she dealt with all of those things. I don't think she was going to kill herself that night. I think that was just like a jab at Carrie because she was unhappy that she had to stay in a room with Carrie. But all the stuff before, like that definitely happened and that's valid. But I think that, like Stephanie said, when Leanne is presented in a conversation about something that she doesn't want to talk about, she shuts it down with the suicide card and just like, well, I tried to commit suicide once and then it makes everybody uncomfortable and everyone's like, okay, conversation over. Next week, they're still in Mexico. Deandra seems to get really, really drunk, which should be funny to see. Stephanie is upset with Leanne about bringing up the whole suicide thing. She felt like, that's not something you should just throw in people's face. It's something that people like really deal with. Stephanie's dealt with it herself. And Brandy and Cameron get into a fight. So I'm really excited about that. One thing after the Real Housewives of Dallas, I've said on a couple podcasts ago that I don't think that Brandy will be back next season just because I think she's kind of like bored with this. And then I said just now, like she got up from the table and she left. I think she's just so over it. When she was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy said the sentence, when you were a housewife. So that gave me the implication maybe she's already like, maybe said she's not going to be a housewife. I don't know. I don't mean to be a Tamara and stir the pot, but I just thought that was weird considering my thoughts on how she's acting on the Housewives. Anyways, things I don't get. Let's go ahead and get to that. We're wrapping up the show. I don't get people who say global warming isn't real. It's clearly fucking real. It is the end of September and it's 90 degrees outside. I know I'm wearing a sweater because I keep it cold in my house, but it's fucking hot out. And I remember being a little girl, and by this time I was wearing jackets. And by Halloween, I was wearing coats. And I found this website today that gave you like a predictive 60-day forecast. And it's not predicted to start getting cold until the 27th of October here in Tennessee. And that's a fucking issue. So I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not doing everything that I could to keep our world a cooler place, but it's bad. Like, it's bad. And if you say that you don't believe in global warming, you're just an idiot. And I can't really take anything you say serious ever again for the rest of your life. So bye.